In this episode of the Intentional Mom podcast, we are having our fifth and final installment of really talking about some intentional rest, what that looks like, what that means. And really, we're going to be pulling it all together today also and talking about when is the best time to apply this, how you will apply this concept. And again, it's an acronym that is R.E.S.T, and we're going to be diving into the T in today's episode. Let's get to it. Well, hey there, I am Jennifer Roskamp, a certified life coach and homeschool mom of 9 who is passionate about helping women just like you embrace the here and now while also being focused on creating the life you actually want. In reality, it's not about thinking life will get so much better or so much easier when you fill in the blank. Let's work on creating a life you love now. So let's dive in and get started on redefining Supermom to be someone who is present, intentional, and content rather than perfect in our homes, in our lives, and in our own skin. Let's get started. This is the Intentional Mom Podcast. All right. Well, hasn't this series been fun? This is my first 5-part series here, and it's been kind of fun, I think, to kind of talk about the same theme all week long. Maybe we should do another series sometimes. I don't know. Feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think about that concept. We can do a 3-day series, a 5-day series, even a longer series sometimes where we just have these little episodes every day that all work together, build on each other, fit together like a puzzle. Maybe it'd be fun to do. So we are diving into the last letter in our 4-piece acronym of R.E.S.T today. Just to review where we've been, we talked about R, retreat. We talked about E, exhale. And we talked about S, step away. And that brings us to the T today. And today it's all about thinking about something that will bring meaning to you today. So after you've retreated, you've kind of removed yourself from the situation. You've given yourself a minute. Maybe you've gone into your bedroom. Maybe you've closed the door. Sometimes, maybe like me, you hide out in your car because people can't find you there, at least not as quickly. Here's a little hot tip for you. But you've retreated. You've removed yourself from a situation, from a circumstance, or maybe you use this acronym in such a way that you have planned it into your day. I've mentioned that too, and we'll talk about that again at the end. Either way, R stands for retreat when you just step away from the every moment noise and you just prepare to get quiet with yourself. So once you've done that, you exhale. And that's where literally you focus on deep breathing. A deep breath in and a deep breath out. You think of filling your whole body down to your toes up with air and letting it all go. And as you do, you let go of any struggle that you're feeling. You let go of any negative thoughts or feelings. You literally try to visualize those thoughts, those feelings, those stressors, maybe even the things you're physically feeling in your body. You picture those exiting with that deep, long exhale. That's the E. And then we talked about S, stepping away. We talked about stepping away and really just stepping into a place that you can really focus on being outside of, again, the everyday, every moment by moment stress. It's being quiet and still in your mind. Sometimes it's music, sometimes it's relaxation, sounds, sometimes it's just nothingness. Sometimes it's putting AirPods in your ears but having no sound. Just the fact that they block some sound out is so helpful. There's plenty of times I do that as well. People see me with AirPods in and they assume I'm always listening to something, but in reality, I'm actually not. Much of the time I am, but not always. So the T, we're going to be thinking about something that brings you meaning. What is something you can do today in under 10 minutes? Because most of us don't get more than 10 minutes. What is something you can do today in under 10 minutes that will be meaningful to you, that will bring meaning to you? You're going to spend some time thinking about that. Would it be something that you do alone by yourself? Would it be something you do with someone else? Would it be something you do for that little 10-minute or 8-minute or 7-minute pocket of time, maybe 3-minute pocket of time that brings meaning? Would it be something that is active? Would it be a brisk walk down your long driveway to the mailbox? Or would it be actual rest and quiet? There are no rules. When you are jumping into the T and you are thinking about doing something that's going to bring meaning to you today, you get to set the rules. You get to decide what that's going to be today and in that moment. What is going to be most meaningful to you today? So, by following those 3 prior steps, the retreat, the exhale, and the step away, this is going to be an effective way to bring this all to a close. And again, to kind of put a cap or a pretty little bow on this reboot, this resetting, this refueling of yourself. This concept of rest, you can absolutely take it when you need it. You can work through these steps in 2 minutes or less if that's all you have. And again, this could even be a process that you choose to follow every day. Maybe you could start your day with this process or end your day in this way. Applying the concept of R.E.S.T to a time of intentional rest and reset when you need it is exactly what you should be doing, especially when life feels stressful, when you feel pulled in all kinds of different directions, when you feel like you are running on fumes, running on empty, or have nothing left to give. Or maybe, again, you're going to bake this into your everyday life. Maybe you're going to use this in the proactive way. And you're going to say, rather than waiting until I get to that point where it is now an urgent situation, I'm going to start my day, I'm going to end my day, or maybe I'm going to take a little siesta in the afternoon and work through the R.E.S.T. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. You decide when you need it, how you need it, and what that will look like. Intentional, purposeful, productive rest. A step back, a time to refuel, recharge, and rediscover yourself in just a few moments. It's something that can be so helpful, and it is an essential part of getting out of the back seat where life happens to you and getting into the driver's seat where you say, you know what? I'm deciding what it's going to look like, what I need in these few moments. Then I can go back to all the tasks and all the responsibilities and all the being pulled in all the different directions. But for right now, for this moment, I decide. That's what we're all about. Getting out of the back seat, getting into the driver's seat, and getting you some pockets every day where you say, you know what? I decide in this moment. And R.E.S.T is going to help you do that. I can't wait to hear how this works for you. Well, I so hope you enjoyed walking through this 5-part series where, again, we're talking about regrouping, regaining yourself, and just arming yourself with a strategy that is going to help you proactively set yourself up to stay even keeled, or maybe give you a moment to diffuse yourself, diffuse your thoughts, diffuse your emotions, and get you ready to get plugged back in an effective way again. In the next episode, we have an Ask a Life Coach episode, and we're going to be talking about how to get out of survival mode. Man, this is going to be a good one, and this is going to be one you are going to want to share with all of your friends. You are going to be their new best friend. We'll talk then.